Nobody knows when the game began.
Welcome to the game. Econopoly, the online game with greatest playability of all times, faces an unexpected evolution. The rules and the way the game is played are being modified. Currently, there are about 7,000 million players with different access to resources, influence, and participation on the game board. Many are diverse. A few are premium. And most are clandestine players. Players choose one of them as the main regulator.
Wait for the next turn.
Government cards on the board.
The government plays its main cards: public education, public health, decent employment, and decent housing.
But after the last few rounds, many players are warning that those cards have been captured by premium players, giving them enormous power over the board. Premium cards on the board. Intensive production and a search for the maximum profit have triggered an overexploitation of resources, which has benefited only a small proportion of players, and moreover has made a deep indent on the board, causing ecological unbalances. Intensive consumption, necessary to sustain the level of growth, the abusive concentration of land ownership, along with unnatural food production technologies,
Financial speculation.
have sharply increased inequalities in access to resources. In this economy, the tasks and attentions needed to support life are consistently ignored. In the last version of the game, reach financial freedom, new premium cards have emerged. Bailout of financial institutions, tax haven, and socialization of debt. More and more players claim the rules of the game have been manipulated. The university, which used to grant players increased access to resources and participation, has become another reproducer of the theories that defend profit maximization as the engine for unlimited growth. The last update has triggered a striking increase in the number of clandestine players. In order to avoid collapse, the Millennium Development Goals were put forward as a way to re-establish equilibrium on the board, but these cards were not sufficiently developed. More and more players reject the current rules of the game.
Reboot system.
New collaborative ways to play through new tools are emerging. Cooperation and systems of collective intelligence have engendered new tools and resources. The mini-cards. Mini-card. Citizen participation. Mini-card. Ethical banking. Socially responsible investment. Mini-card. Short consumption networks. Social market. Mini-card. Critical consumption. Alternative media. Minicard, collaborative consumption. Time bank. Social currency. Minicard, care economics. Minicard, participative democracy. The increasing use of mini-cards is allowing the government to recover its own cards to the benefit of most players. Operative government cards. Redistribution levels rising. Guaranteed access to the game. Many players are working collaboratively in the development of the next version of the game. Every choice by every player counts. It's your turn. Choose a card.
Expert experience level reached. What kind of card will you play?